man. Your
Yeah.
boy. I look. Well, I'll say this real quick, and I'll let you do your thing. Anthony Richardson. The Colts are a better team when Anthony Richardson is starting at quarterback. The future is bright when Anthony Richardson is starting at quarterback. You obviously see the big playmaking ability. With the vertical passing game is there. Adonai Mitchell got involved. Josh Downs, clearly has been AR's favorite target this season. This team can rally around and compete against almost any group when you have a talent like that at quarterback. The more and more he gets reps, the more and more he's able to figure it out. The more and more the game can slow down for him, the better off they'll be. Adversity, him, Bryce Young, we've seen those who have to go through adversity, having to get sat down, having to watch things happen without him, and they really get a chance to understand like what this playing at this level is all about. I think it's helped them both. AR's situation was a little bit different because it was more of a leadership type of benching. Like why he got sat down was because, brother, you can't beat the franchise quarterback and tap out. You can't tap out. We can't have that from you. And I believe AR, if he's any type of competitor, which I think all of these guys are, they've been that way for all their lives, you will respond to those types of challenges. Anthony Richardson and his talent, if he can put it all together, he's everything that everybody said he was in terms of like the ceiling. If he can put it all together, he isn't a game manager. He's a guy that'll just squeak by. If he learns how to play the quarterback position from the pocket, from the head up, there ain't too many guys that I think can mess with him as far as overall talent. But that's pretty much all I got, man. The Colts have a chance to go make a run. 6 games left. You play Detroit. We'll just we'll chalk that one up to the Wolves. But the rest of the way, you do very much have a shot. Look at that schedule and tell me that the Indianapolis Colts can't go on a run. You'd be lying.
Yeah, man. It's like you said, like we got a chance obviously against the Lions, who that's pretty much an L. We already know that for sure. But what I'm saying, like you said, Anthony Richardson being on the field, but there's so much promise, there's so much, it's just so much talent on that field, man, and I don't understand like what needs to happen in terms of Anthony. Obviously the situation that happened, with him, coming out and like, oh, like we, tired and other stuff like that. I feel like you kind of got to pick your battles with the media, so you kind of got to, because people are gonna assume, oh, like he's not. It was so many narratives that came out. He should have stayed in college for another year. He should have did this. I mean, he was being honest. I mean, that's just something that you got to kind of like. But I feel like there's like management with that. Like I said, when you do look at the schedule and then you see, their remaining games, like I said, they got the Lions, so that's pretty much an L. You got the Patriots coming up. You got the Broncos, Titans, Giants, Jags. Like I said, we got a chance to get in. We got a chance to make it in. I think the frustrating part, early on was just the inconsistency of everything. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just more like we can fight to get in. We can fight to, have a chance to, make, the playoffs. But for Anthony Richardson, man, like the sky will always be the limit. I had my doubts early in the year, obviously, because he was out, but the sky's definitely the limit for him. That's a talented quarterback. That is a talented quarterback we got in the center, man. I think it's just more about growth and how he can, continue to be poised and continue just to like manage the game better. And, he's gonna grow. He's gonna grow. And he's been growing like all season long, like I said, it's just one of the things. Like just like I said earlier, I just gotta take my time with. I feel like a lot of Colts fans gotta take their time with because this is the first time in years where we had a quarterback who is young, who's talented, who's not too much derailed with injury, and he can give us something. He can give us something. So yeah, like you said, Tease, man, he's a problem when he's on the field, man. Like I didn't get a chance to watch the game, but he's definitely a problem when he's on that field, man. So hopefully, bro, like just moving forward, like just watching him and just observing him, man, he can just grow from him and just like get to understand like what he can be, in Indy. So I'm with it.
Yeah, AR. As y'all know, AR always been one of those guys that I push for, especially when he was down there in Florida, man. And not even just the nostalgia feeling of you might make Cam Newton and stuff like that, but I just think the dude can really be something special, bro. If you got the arm talent to be something. and freakishly athletic. I think that he can really compete for something, bro. Like if he can control his accuracy, control his arm, and also stay healthy and available, I don't see why not he don't be in a MVP conversation like how we see Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Every year. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson has been in the past 3 to 4 seasons. Lamar Jackson has been in the MVP conversation every year, and hopefully in the Super Bowl conversation. But yeah, man. Colts definitely a better team with AR. I think Joe Flacco's time is done, man. And I think it's a good learning experience, bro. It's a good learning experience for him to sit back, watch a guy that has once won and played in the Super Bowl, you know, help get the game slowed down for you. I think that just really is, man. Like you said, D, it's just experience, man. He really, he didn't really stay healthy that much in Florida. And then here at the Colts, he ain't really stay much healthy as well. But if he can just stay healthy, get the game to slow down for him, I can definitely see a high upside of AR. Because a lot of scouts said AR has the biggest upside in both Bryce Young and CJ. Some scouts have said that. So I mean, I can see it, bro. So yeah, man. Hopefully this run can be good. Detroit, I don't know, unless barring a miracle, maybe y'all could get them, maybe y'all can't. Maybe it'd be a nice coming out party for AR. You know what I'm saying? That would be a good way to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is my team. I want to take charge, man. I want to write my narrative, my legacy. So yeah, AR, keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But on the flip side of this, and I know that you gotta get ready to go on a little bit. On the flip side of this, the New York Jets, right? So, good God, I can't think of a worse way for a career to end for Aaron Rodgers. But I gotta imagine, bro, this has to be the last year we see him play football, right? Like, there's no way you run it back another year. If you're the Jets organization, you don't run it back with me. Like, you can run it back like at a park or something, but you can't run it back here in my franchise because what he's done in terms of dismantling that franchise from top to bottom, he came in, he got what he wanted, got the coordinators he asked for, got Robert Saleh fired, who I did not think deserved that at all because that team, and when Rodgers either wasn't there or wasn't available, competed. They competed. They stayed in games. They still lost, but we still knew that they were a team that was gonna at least play hard every week. But that's without making these monumental trades to go get Devontae Adams. That's without having to go do all of these things to then appease a 40-year-old quarterback who doesn't have it anymore. Like, just simple and plain, he ain't in the top 5 of NFL quarterbacks. He's not in the top 10. Aaron Rodgers is currently a bottom 10 quarterback in the NFL. And that's just the fact of the matter. And Father Time wins sometimes. Like, we don't get to always see Tom Brady push it to 45. That's not normal. You typically see what happened with Drew Brees. Your body starts to fall apart. And that's what's happened with Aaron Rodgers. He's just not the same quarterback anymore, and expecting him to be that is, just wasn't very bright to begin with. But I mean, that's what the Jets did. They hitched their wagon to Aaron Rodgers, but currently, this has to be a team this team is in a weird space because I do believe they can turn it around. They're really just a quarterback away from being able to turn this around. But they're still in one of the worst situations where, money wise, look what you've done to your team, and as far as draft capital, where are you going to be at now, and where does it start to be able to try to reinvent yourselves, because you do have to now go find another head coach. So I don't even know where to start with it.
I know a guy that can bring excitement to the Jets in 2 years. I know a guy, Jets fans.
Who is that guy, man? Before I head out, who's that guy, yo?
I mean, I don't know, D. I don't know. I can't find the jersey. I don't know, D. I mean, if you know what I'm saying, you just watch, the past few weeks or so, mid-October, I don't know, just a guy that's gone 15 touchdowns, only 5 INTs, you know what I'm saying? I know a guy.
I'm gonna be real. I mean, yes, for them, absolutely. for me, in terms of what I want for Lenoris, absolutely not.
You know you want him to go up
Absolutely
by
not.
77. Don't play Shanties. Yeah, you
No,
know.
I can't love it. I want that. I want that boy in processed blue, bro. You know why? You feel me? You said it. No shame in my game, brother. I know what he need to be. Bring him home.
Right.
Bring him home. but but yeah, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Jets. I don't know. They completely butchered their situation, man. I don't know what they do from here, but but I guess does this tarnish any of Aaron Rodgers' legacy? Of what's left of
Nah,
it.
he just
I don't think it tarnishes it. It kind of gives him a rep now. He has for how it ended. It's because I think prior then, like we all know Aaron Rodgers to be a little high strung and his personality. I think once he got comfortable being like the top guy, he kind of expressed himself a little bit. But I feel like now it's become more my way or no way. And I think is not just with football, but just in the media as well, just outside of football as well, and just his comments and stuff. And it's something. It is something. I don't think that his football legacy. I mean, obviously it's gonna be. He didn't have a good year. I mean, a lot of quarterbacks have that. They've been great that past couple of years. It just hasn't been. That's totally fine. No one's expecting him to have like 5,000 yards since last year to win the Super Bowl. That's just rare. But I just feel like from a personality standpoint, even with his decisions with the Jets and outside of the Jets, even with the Packers as well, that's going to be questioned a lot too. It might not be for long, but it's just going to come up in conversation. But I don't think his football legacy will be tarnished though, man. Like he's one of the greatest of all times.
Yeah, I don't think it'll tarnish it. If anything, he'll just be remembered as trying to copy Brett Favre going from Packers to Jets. But I mean, if he end up with the Minnesota Vikings next year, that's really gonna be scary. But honestly, you might just need to call it quits, bro. I mean, you got one of your favorite targets back, still not cutting. Yeah, just go ahead, man, call it quits, bro. While you can. I mean, it just is what it is at this point, bro. You had a great career, damn good career. Like Stephen A. Smith, you were a bad man. Yeah, he was. He really was. So, that's just my input. I don't think it'll tarnish his career, but I think you need to just wrap it up.